All right. So today, like I said, talking about a TV show. It came out on Apple TV. It was Apple TV Plus, but I think they rebranded to just Apple TV. I think about 2 months ago, and it was called Pluribus. And yes, there is, like I said, a lesson in it. I guess you would kind of call it a sci-fi show, but it doesn't really punch you in the face with it. It kind of just creeps up on you. It's from one of my favorite creators, Vince Gilligan, the creator, writer, director behind Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul. The show, it's set in modern day world, and it starts with scientists on Earth tracking something coming towards our planet. I hear my glasses rattling. So they're tracking something coming towards the planet about a year and a half before the present day. Everything still feels normal. No superheroes, nothing Marvel or DC, no capes. But the incoming space phenomenon is secret, totally hush hush, until suddenly people all over the world start going into what looks like seizures or strokes. Then, just as suddenly as it came, they're gone. They're fine. They wake up and they're calm, but they're connected and in more than one way, in a very creepy way. They become joined in a sense. They're intellectually, emotionally, physiologically, and psychologically connected. Almost every single living person on Earth. And once they're connected, they appear to be happier. They work together. There's peace. They're basically aligned in every way, all except for about a dozen people on the entire planet. People from these dozen people, they're from different cultures, different countries, different languages, and they're all concerned about what they just witnessed and saw. This new population of humans living inside other people's bodies. They share they share the same thoughts, the same emotions, they share information in real time like one collective brain. And anytime they speak, they don't say I or me, it's always we or us. And here's what messes with you. The others, I'll call them, they don't call them that in the show, but the others, they aren't presented as evil. They they genuinely believe they're helping. Like the world is better this way, less pain, less loneliness, less conflict. It's framed as a solution to the fallen nature of humanity and not as an invasion, which sounds great until you realize the cost of individuality. Now you've got the main character, Carol. She's one of my favorite actresses. Ray Seahorn, but her name is Carol. She is one of the immune, along with about a dozen others in the world. These dozen people can ask for anything they want from the others, and they get it just as quickly as a car can drive it to them, or a drone can fly it to them, or a grocery store completely restocked at their request. So Carol asks for a meeting with everyone who hasn't been affected, these other dozen people. And to her surprise, at that meeting, she's the odd one out. They all, the other 11 people, they all see the positive side of things. They see the absence of war, the collective kindness, and the lack of evil. But Carol doesn't want anything to do with it. She's as skeptical as they come. She's the one who doesn't buy it, and the fact that there might be an ulterior motive. But here's the tension: the others, they aren't trying to force her. They're patient with her. They're kind, almost too kind. They're saying to themselves, she'll come around eventually. And that's what made me think about AI. Because if you describe the others, it sounds a lot like how people talk about AI when they're excited. You've got collective knowledge, instant answers, always available, just basically intelligence on tap. And now, to be clear, I think you know this. I'm not anti AI. I'm optimistic about it, but I don't think the real fear people have is what AI is that AI is going to destroy the world. Although that might be the case, time will tell. It's more subtle. The fear or danger is what happens when collective intelligence becomes your personality. When you stop sounding like you, when you stop thinking like you, when you stop choosing what matters because the tool is fast or it's easier to accept the draft than develop your own voice. So here's the point. Collective knowledge, yes, it's powerful, but your identity still matters. It's what makes you you. That's the winning future, not humans versus AI, not AI replacing everyone. It's this, the collective intelligence plus individual voice. AI can give you the best starting point, but your job is to make it yours. But back to Pluribus for a second. The funniest way the show reinforces that idea is a character name. I think it's pronounced Kumba. He's kind of the comic relief. He fully takes advantage of the situation. He charters Air Force One as his private jet for a getaway to Vegas. He brings in the world's top chefs, even though the people cooking those meals may not actually be chefs. They've got the intelligence, the skills of everyone else that they're connected to. So in that world, everyone's a Gordon Ramsay or a Warren Buffett. Everyone can cook at a world class level or fly a plane or even perform brain surgery. Kumba looks at this whole situation and goes, okay, if this is the new world, I'm not going to panic. I'm going to learn how it works and live well, live his best life. So he adapts, he takes advantage. He's charming, funny, and somehow totally unbothered by what's going on. And honestly, that's how a lot of people are using AI right now. No big debate, just this exists, it's powerful. I'm going to use it, and that part is smart. But where people get it wrong is when they use AI like GPS with an unclear destination. They just start driving, following every turn, and then act surprised when they end up somewhere they never meant to go. So don't outsource the only part that actually matters, the part that makes you human, your voice, your taste, your point of view. AI can give you the speed and the structure, it can't give you you. And the show gives you that contrast as well. Carol starts out suspicious, defensive, pushing back, so much so that she threatens the others. And overnight, the entire city where she lives, Albuquerque, empties out and leaves her completely alone. She's the only one left in Albuquerque. After weeks of isolation, depression, and craving connection, she begs the others to come back. When they do, I should have said that there's some spoilers in here, by the way, but when they come back, she connects with them. She even forms a romantic relationship with one of them. But then later in the season is when the tension really ramps up. Another character becomes prominent. He's completely cut himself off, like Carol did at the beginning, from the others. He doesn't trust them, doesn't engage, wants nothing to do with them. But yet he decides to travel from, I think it's South America, not 100% sure, just to find Carol to have a conversation. Same world, same facts, but a totally the two have the same facts, but they now have a totally different response. He's angry, he wants answers and wants zero connection with the others. That's where I think we find ourselves in today's world. Some people embrace AI fast, some people reject it entirely. Some people think it's the beginning of Armageddon, but my perspective is it's not join the others and it's not burn it all down either. It's the collective intelligence without surrendering your individuality. Because the goal isn't to become an AI person, the goal is to become a better you with better tools. So if you're building content, building a brand, building a company, or maybe just trying to build trust, use AI like Kumba. Take advantage of the moment. Move fast, experiment, but don't become them. Don't copy and paste your way into a forgettable you. Don't let the tool dull you. Let it sharpen you. Think about it as AI is the draft and you're the editor. AI can give you the map, but you still have to pick that destination. because at the end of the day, people don't follow information, they follow identity, they follow taste, they follow perspective, and they follow trust.